y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door and barn door treasures on eBay and Digital Diane Designs on Etsy for digitals only. And today I thought we would play with some of our playing cards. Are y'all like me? Like, y'all know my obsession. If you've been here for any length of time, you know my obsession for vintage playing cards. I absolutely love them. I have a whole collection of them. This is just a little bit of them. This is a large 3-ring binder, and it is full. It has the little sleeves in it, and I mean, I just have tons and tons of playing cards. So I thought that we could do some things today to show you how to use them, play with them, and use them up. Use up some scraps and some scrap fabrics, and just have all kinds of fun. So I've got some different cards here. Just to kind of give you an example, I have these little tiny cards, which I absolutely love. They're so fun. And then I have just some plain playing cards, some vintage playing cards, flash cards. I know that we all collected a bunch of these at one point in time, and we probably have a stash of them that is just sitting on our shelf, so why not use them? And then I have these larger size ones that were gifted to me, and I absolutely love them. They're so fun. So I'm going to show you some things that we can do with our cards and flashcards to use them up. So let's get started. So I'm going to take these and sit them to the side. 1 second. Oh, before we get started, I wanted to show you this. How pretty is this? My sweet friend Jenny sent this to me. She's so precious. She always sends me postcards right at the right time. And she made this from, let me see. I'm not going to show you the back of it because her address is on it. But she said, this was a recent page from a coloring book. And she copied it and resized it. How fun is that? This is from a coloring book. What a cute idea. I absolutely love it. And I love how she used the hole reinforcers over here. And then she stamped, I don't know if those are stamps or stickers. I think they're stamps. Yeah, I think she stamped the letters to spell autumn. How fun is that? And I think this is maybe a little washi tape. Such a cute, cute card. Thank you so much, Jenny. And as always, it came right on time. Just right on time to give me that lift that I needed. So thank you so much. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So to get us started, I have gathered a collection of napkins. And this is some, I don't really know what this is. This was gifted to me, but it's super fun. I love the design on it. But it's kind of waxy on one side, and it's kind of got a little bit of a grit on the other side. So I thought we could use some of that. And I have some of my rice papers, and this is some tissue paper. And then I have more napkins. I have some sewing pattern paper, and then this is like real pretty decoupage paper that I've had forever. And I have this whole drawer full of napkins. So I thought, why not use them? And, use them kind of like a de-stash kind of craft with me, de-stashing some napkins and some cards and some scraps. So I have some scrap fabrics here that I thought we could play with. And then I have, of course, this is just one folder of scrap papers that I have. I have several of them, and then I have a whole box full. So I am overrun with scraps. So, but we all have these cards laying around. So the first thing I did was I took some napkins and I went ahead and I put some napkins on some of them. So I have just a few here to kind of give you some examples. I love this one. I think this one's pretty. And I really like the back of that one too. So this one I would probably make into like a tag, because you can write on the back of this. You can actually journal on this. And it would be fun to like journal on it with a colored Sharpie or something to that effect. Like I have these little pens here. I got these from the dollar store. They're just pen and gear, but they're really fun, you know. And you can write right over the top of that card with that. So anyways, I did that, and so I thought we could just play with these and see what we could do with them. Now I have some more over here. So I've taken, you know, we all have these ones that we don't love the front of, you know. And so I took it and I put fabric on one side. And then I decoupaged napkin on the other side. I'm sorry I wasn't trying to shove that into your face. So, you know, you can get creative with these, especially if it's ones that you don't love. Like, I just don't love this image, you know, that does absolutely nothing for me. It would not ever go into a journal that I would use. But, you know, I took the same card as this and I put fabric. This is actually feed sack fabric that I put on here. This can be used in any kind of a journal. And then I put this on the back, and you can actually write right over the top of this too if you wanted to use it as a journaling card. So lots of fun ideas for these cards. So let's just get started and make something pretty. So I have a few examples here of things that I did with them. So like this is the original card. This is what it looks like. Just, you know, just a plain Delta card. That's what's on the back. And so I took it on the back. I just decoupaged some napkin just to make that a little prettier. And this is a writable surface with the napkin. And then I just decorated the front of it. This, I actually put down the sewing pattern paper as a base just to buffer against, so that the blue was not so bright. And then I just added the little decorations on there. And this can be used as a little tuck spot. It can be used as a little journaling card. You can actually, you know, journal on that. So that's one thing that you can do with it. This is the next one, and I just basically, you know, again, this is not a card that I would use in my journal, so to speak. And so I just took napkin and decoupaged it on top there, and then I made it a writable surface on the back. So I mean, it can be something quick and easy if you want to get rid of a bunch of cards. You know, if you've got too many like I do. I have entirely too many. You know, you could do something just as simple as putting, you know, like some coffee dyed paper on the back, napkin on the front, and then take a little tab. I have some Welltail tabs here that my sweet friend Debbie sent to me, you know, and you can just make it a little tag. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here. And then we're just going to put our little tab on the top here. Oops. Got to get it centered. There we go. Just like that. Super cute. And there's a cute little tag that you can tuck into a pocket. So we have a tag there. Here's another one. And basically, again, this is not an image that I would use. And I love that it has a patina around the edges. But again, it's just not something that I would use. So I took some fabric, and I didn't finish this one. So we'll work on this one maybe in just a little bit. Again, not an image that I would use. And so, but I do love him on the back. So I would even, I've got an idea of something we can do with that one. So I basically, this is that waxy type of paper that I showed you in my tray here. This. And so I just glued it down onto the back of the card. I put a really pretty, this is a digital from Heather at Ruby and Pearl. And then I thought we could just decorate it a little bit. So I have a couple of little stamps here, and I thought stamps would be fun because it's, you know, it says airmail. So where's my glue book? Hang on. Okay, found my glue book. So I'm just going to put a little glue on these little vintage stamps. and kind of make a little collage here, just to give it something a little bit pretty. And I love this. I can't tell if this is a sticker. I don't think it is. It doesn't have a backing to it, so we'll just put a little glue on there, or a lot of glue. I kind of put a whole lot of glue on there, and I think I want it to kind of go like that, and then maybe like that, just something to give it a little bit of decoration. Like I say, it can be quick and easy, and then you have ready-made ephemera to just, you know, tuck into a journal. You can put a little piece of I have this little piece of eyelet. Let's just use this up because it's a scrap laying on my desk. So we can just take it up here at the top, like so, and you can either stitch it, but I'm not going to pull out the sewing machine, so I'm just going to stick it in my stapler here and staple it on. Super cute. And then you have a cute little tag to tuck into a journal. Then I have this one that I did, and I thought this was what it was originally. And again, I took the sewing pattern paper and just put that on there. On the back, I put a digital, I think this is from Ruby and Pearl too. It may not be, but I do think it is. But just to have something pretty back there. But then if you wanted to, you could make a cluster out of it. If you wanted to make it, you know, something about farm, you know, something to do with farming, you could take a couple of pieces and tuck them together like this. Put a staple in the middle. And there you have a cute little tuck or cluster that you can use in a farm journal. What else do we have? Okay, we have this one. We'll do that one in a minute. Okay, so with our flashcards, there's lots of different things you can do with the flashcards, but I just have a couple of examples. So first off, I'm just going to take one of these, and we're going to put something pretty on one side. Let's pick something pretty out of here. And, you know, it's according to whichever way you want to, you know, decorate it as far as the theme of your journal is what I'm saying. I really think I want to use this because I love this. I think this is so pretty. So two ways you can do this. You can use a glue stick. I would use Uhu glue because Uhu glue tends to stick really well even on the shiny part of the card. So you can use that, or you can use Mod Podge, whichever you prefer. I think for this one, I might do Mod Podge because this is a little bit thicker of a paper. It's a decoupage paper, and it really kind of needs the wetness of the Mod Podge. So we're just going to make a tag out of this one and just kind of give you an idea. I'm going to move some of this out of the way because I will have glue everywhere if I don't. So I'm just going to stick some of this up here out of the way and grab my Mod Podge, which is here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fold this back the other way so that I don't stick into that Uhu glue. And then I'm just going to bring my Mod Podge in. And it doesn't take a whole lot. You can use Mod Podge or the Elmer glue and water mixture. I just had Mod Podge here on my desk, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, and then once I get that done, I'm going to scoop that out of the way, and then I'm just going to place this right on top of this card. I did that a little crooked, but I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Mod Podge over the top, and that's just going to ensure that it stays down really well. And when you put the Mod Podge over the top, it tends to make it a little bit more transparent, because I like to see whatever's on the card through whatever paper I'm putting on top of it. If I'm using like a decoupage paper or a napkin, or even the rice paper. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side and let this dry for a minute. And while we do, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I did with some of the bigger, well, I'll show you another couple of things that I did with the flashcards. So I took 2 flashcards, and on this side, I did the napkin. And then on this side, now there's 2 of them here. I made a little booklet out of it. But on this side, I just used one of my digitals out of one of my Ledger digitals. And then I just put the little not Brad, this is a, what are these called? Yeah, this is a Brad. I was thinking eyelet, but no, this is a Brad. So I just put the little Brad there. I punched a hole in it and put the little Brad there, but I wanted it so that you can just kind of scoop this up out of the way, and then you have a little notebook in here of all these cute little papers, just little scrap papers. It's a really good way to, whoops, that one's not attached. Really good way to use up your scraps. And then you have a little notebook. Super cute. This is the other side of the back, and that's a napkin that I put on there. And then on this side, I even put the napkin, but you don't really ever see that side. And then I just kind of wanted to decorate it, so I put one of my little labels. This is from, I think, the floral labels in my shop. And then I just put the little bulb pin there with a little dangle and just ran some lace through and tied it on there. So it's a super cute little booklet that you can tuck down into the pocket of your journal. It's not super duper thick, so it won't add too much bulk to it. And then I did another little booklet. This one I just did a little more simply. So this is some of my rice paper. I don't remember, I think this is in the floral rice paper kit. But I did the same on both the front and the back, and again I just attached it in the corner with a Brad. And this one you can just slide out too, and again it's a little booklet that you can journal in. Be a cute spot for some secret journaling. And then that's the back of it. So just attached a little notebook in there and made it a little booklet. For the bigger cards, like these, oh goodness, these here, I did a couple of different things with these. So the first one, I just made like a little, I would call it a little folio. And I thought we could put some pockets either, you know, down the sides or, you know, the bottom or whatever. But this would be a cute little insert, or this would be super cute in Happy Mail. If you wanted to send somebody some Happy Mail, you could put a couple of pockets and fill them with ephemera. And I mean, how cute would that be to get in Happy Mail? So that's one way. And this is those big cards. So I just collaged on them. I did the napkin on the back side. And I did this napkin with the Oohoo glue stick. So you can see how this is not as transparent. Oops, I have set that in that wet glue. Let's move that. This is not as transparent as this is with the Mod Podge. So that's the difference. But I love the texture of the napkin. You can feel the texture of the napkin really well when you use the Oohoo glue stick, because you don't put that on top. And it just gives it a different texture. So it's really a personal choice. But we'll go ahead and make some pockets and fill this up and make it pretty today while we're playing. And then the very last one was I actually made a journal out of some of these larger. Let me put the lid on my Mod Podge. Okay. But I actually made a little journal out of this, out of the larger size cards. And I just tied it with this pretty ribbon. But I just collaged on the front of the card, the large card. And then inside, I put the napkin. And then I just made a little pocket and tucked couple of goodies into the pocket there, little scripture and a tag, and then I made actually like a little notebook. So you have all different kinds of papers in here that you can write in, you can journal in them, you can decorate them however you want to do it. So just some fun little scrap papers that I had laying around. And then in the very back, I did the same thing. I put the napkin on the card and then just tucked in a couple of little goodies into the pocket there, and then that I collaged on the very back of the little journal. So super cute. It doesn't take very long, you know, and you can make these and have them ready to tuck into a Happy Mail or a Christmas present. They would make super cute little Christmas presents. And you don't particularly have to do a Christmas theme to make it a Christmas present. I mean, I would tuck this into one of the kids' stockings. One of the girls, you know, they would love that. They would think that was super cute. It's a little notebook. They could keep it on their desk, scribble little notes or whatever. So it would be super cute to use it for a Christmas gift or a stocking stuffer. Okay, so we have this one is dry now. So I'm just going to cut it out real quick like that. And then on the back side, I want to put something that you could journal on or write on, because we're going to make this one be a tag. So this is from one of my digital kits. So I think this would be really neat to put on there, be easy to write on. I mean, you could do it either, well, that's not tall enough, but you could still write on that. So I think we're going to use the Oohoo glue stick for this so that it will not take so long to dry. Okay, and then we're just going to pop this right on here like that. Rub it in real good, and if you want to make sure that it sticks real good, just take you a little card or a bone folder or something and just make sure you get a good adhesion to the card. And then I'm just going to cut this out just like that. Super simple. And I think I want to stitch around the edge of this just to give it a little something extra. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've stitched around and I went ahead and put some of the eyelet lace as a tab topper at the top. And I mean, I think this is such a pretty tag, just like it is. You can decorate it if you want to, but I would leave this so that whoever uses it, you know, whoever has it in their journal, they can journal on it. But I just think this is pretty. Sometimes simple and less is more. And I love it. So there's a pretty little tag that you can do out of your flashcards, and it took no time whatsoever. You know, whether you use the decoupage paper or rice paper or a napkin, I just think they turn out so pretty. So now let's take our little folder and let's make us some pockets. And I have this that I thought would be pretty as a pocket, and I want to just kind of tear it at an angle. Just checking to see how far down I need to go. Let's just do it this way. And I'm going to round the corner of this so that it fits this corner a little better. Just like that. And then we can take this and just fold it in so that it's not too wide. We'll just tear that off so we can make this be the little pocket for here. So I'm just going to glue this down just like that. Okay, and then I have this cute quilted little quilt piece, and I thought that would be cute for a pocket here, so I'm going to glue that down. Okay, so we got this one on, and now we just need to find something to stuff in the pockets. Let's see. Well, let's just put this one down in here. That's pretty. The pinks go good together. And then let's use one of these little cards. How cute is that with the little pink heart poking out? And then maybe we could do something without so much patterns. So just a simple little book page tag that we can tuck down in there. And then I have this tag that I had made, and I thought it would be pretty in this pocket. If I can get that little ruffle to lay down. Let's just do this. There we go. There. Now that's super cute. And now you can tuck this in your journal or put it in a Happy Mail and send somebody some love. Super cute. Okay, so we've got our little booklet done. Now let's look at, let me grab my journal and let's look at some ways we can use these in our journals. Okay, so here's my journal. Okay, so let's just find us a spot where we think we would like something to go. Oh, this would be a cute page. So, like with this our little folder thing, you could either do it like over the page. You could tuck it over the page and clip it on. Or you could just tuck it up underneath the paper clip. And let's see. So, like, what in the world did I do? Hang on, let me find my stuff. Okay, so I traded out for my smaller journal because I think that these pieces, the cards and things, will fit better in this smaller journal. So I was just going to find a page that we could kind of play with here. Okay, so on this page, say we wanted to use our little cluster that we made. We could use it as a tuck spot. And if you wanted to use that side, you could. You would just turn things over. But you can use it as a tuck spot. You can use it as a page tab. You can use it as a top tuck. Let's see, what else do we have? We have our little notebooks here. Let's find us a little pocket to tuck a little notebook in. I know I have pockets in this journal. Now, of course, this is a farm journal, so you would, yeah, like something like that. How cute is that? And that's super cute, even though it's a farm journal. That's cute in there. I like that. Let's see what this one will look like. Super cute. I love that. That's a little more neutral, so it would go better in a farm journal. So that's adorable. And then, of course, our little tags that we made out of our flashcards. You could do either side according to what your theme is in your journal. You could do these. It's like a little tuck spot and then tuck something in. You know, like tuck a little tag in there. Super cute to tuck a little tag in there. And then these, I wanted to show you a little bit about how we can use these as like page tabs. So a lot of times I will use, and like this one, you could use this one as a journaling card. You know, just tuck it down into a pocket. And again, you could use either side you wanted to. I love this one with the fabric on it. The feed sack fabric, super cute in that pocket. But as a page tab, you know, there's a lot of times that I use them as page tabs like this, and I'll just, you know, staple them on. But you can also fold these. Let me find one I haven't done the back of. Here we go. Here's one. So you can actually fold these and just attach them on as like a page tab. You can staple them, stitch them, glue them, however you want to do it. And if you want them to have a little shape to them, let me see if I can find another one that I haven't. Nope, not that one. Hang on. Okay, I'm just going to use this same one because I don't have anything on the back of it. But if you want it to have some shape to it, You can take your little circle punch. This is just, it's from Paper Studios. It's an 1.5 inch punch. And if you just take it and you tuck that in, just leave yourself a little room at the top and a little room at the bottom. And then we're just going to squeeze, and you have to kind of squeeze tight because I've got it folded. And then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut straight across here like that. And then you have a little shape to your tab. So you could do it like this. Get a little fuzz on there or something. You could do it like this, or you could do it down, you know, completely flat or flush with the page, and it's still a cute little page tab. So super cute ways that you can use these in your journals as page tabs like this one. How cute is this one? I love this one. This one would be cute as a tuck. So you could just glue that right down there as a tuck. And how pretty is that? Just gorgeous. And these are fun ways that you can use your playing cards. And you can even use these as a tab on top of a tag. Just say this is a tag, not a booklet. But I mean, that would be cute as a tab on top of a tag. So those are just some fun ways. I do have one other way that I want to show y'all, but we're kind of getting a little lengthy on our video. So, and it kind of goes along with another project that I'm working on. So I thought what I would do is just do another video doing that project. So there's the little journal. Anyway, I'll do another video doing that project, and I'll show you one other way that you can use your cards. There's our little notebook, a little tag or journaling card. There's a tag from the flashcards, little tuck spots, smaller tag, booklets. I think that's everything. Yeah, so lots of different ways you can use your cards and your scraps to use them up and make something pretty out of them. To use them in your journals. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you will grab your cards and your napkins and have fun playing with them. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I hope you have a great day. Big hugs.